What's going on, guys? Josh Pontius, owner of Elah Armament here. I had a couple people reach out in the last couple months and asked, what is an Elah? How did we come up with that name? And what does that mean for our business? So I just wanted to put out a video just to kind of bring everybody up to speed on exactly why we picked the name, what does it mean, and kind of what are some of the business principles that stand out within that name. So an Elah it's actually translated terebinth, and a terebinth tree in the Middle East is what we would consider to be like an oak tree here. It's very strong, it's very resilient. It is not uncommon if the tree's ever cut down from that stump that sprouts will start to poke back up. It's just a tree that they say never quits, it never gives up, and it's always in the fight. So that really resonates with my heart, and that's really something not only for myself that I want to stand by. I want to always pull for the underdog. As long as I'm in the fight, I'm always in the fight. And that's one thing I want to really even instill in my kids is, that we're not quitters, and we're going to fight all the way through to the end. So that piece of resilience really stands out to me in the Elah tree. Also, it's a place of shade, so the branches are very broad, and it really casts just a broad shadow. And people, as they're walking, will come up under these big Elahs, and when they're thirsty or they're tired, they'll just pull up underneath the branches, and it really becomes just a place of rest. So rest is really a key term that stands out when you talk about an Elah. And for me, that speaks volumes, right? When you're dealing with any company online, especially with firearms, there's so many companies out there that just don't have integrity. They don't stand by the products that they sell. And even scammers as a whole, right? It's online nowadays, and there's so many scammers that you can be taken advantage of. One principle that I really want people to find, because we are an online company, is I want you to feel rest. I want you to feel peace. And I want you to know that the promises that we say online, we're going to stand by each and every one of them. If we tell you we're going to be as quick as we can in shipping, we're going to get it pushed through. Typically, from the date of order, we really pride ourselves on within 48 hours or so, you got a tracking number. Sometimes, especially on the weekend, that kind of slows down quite a bit, but we want to stand by that principle. We want to be held accountable to that. We know people are excited to get what they want. That's one of the negatives of being online versus in store, is you make your purchase on Monday and you might not get it till Wednesday. So the least that we can do for people is be quick. You paid for the product. We want to get it in your hands. We want to join you in that excitement. And we just really want people to feel that sense of rest and that sense of peace when they work with us. The third thing that really stands out for an Elah tree is it really becomes a place of protection. And a lot of animals will really hide inside the Elah. If there's a storm or the winds are blowing, people a lot of times will take shelter underneath an Elah tree. And just that term protection is really something that's ingrained in our business principles. Especially when you're dealing with firearms, I just want people to know that sense of protection starts with the order. And I love walking side by side with people. Anytime you're talking firearms, a lot of times you're talking concealed carry, you're talking Second Amendment, and there's 3 P's that we really stand by within the company. And that's, the first one is passion. So anytime that you're doing any activity, whether it's shooting trap, whether it's running tack courses, maybe you love 3-gun, maybe you love to hunt, you love to camp, whatever that passion is as a sportsman or a sportswoman, we love being able to partner with people in that. So that first P being passion, that's one thing that we really want to drive home for people, is we want to partner with you in that passion. And we want to be the vessel. It's really an honor for people that love to do something so much to be the person that kind of encourages that. And we believe that it's the passion of the people that comes back to us for more. So we love really just being connected in that. We love being involved in that. And it's really an honor to fuel people's passions the way that we do. The second P being protection, and this is where it ties back to the Elah. We want to help people protect themselves. At the end of the day, I pray that no one that ever buys a firearm from us as a company ever has to discharge it in self-defense. I pray that nobody ever dies at the muzzle of somebody's firearm that was bought through us. At the end of the day, if somebody's a lethal threat to you, I pray that the firearm that you purchased is enough to protect you. It's enough to protect your loved ones. And I say that with a very heavy heart, that I wish no harm on anybody. But at the end of the day, if harm comes knocking on your door, it would be an honor to be the one that would provide you with the tools that you would need in order to protect yourself. And obviously we could digress down the rabbit hole of defense versus offense, that type of thing. But at its core, the principle that we stand on is it's for the little guy, right? It's for the bully that comes knocking on your door. If you ever have to protect yourself, it's our honor to really be able to partner with you in that and to help you protect yourself. And then the third P is prevention, right? And it really is rooted in the Second Amendment. A well-regulated militia is necessary for the security of a free state. We really believe that. And I believe it's the right of the people to keep and bear arms, and it shall not be infringed. And if there's ever any threat, whether it's foreign or domestic, that would attempt to infringe on your Second Amendment right, again, it would be our honor to be the person that provides the tools that you need to prevent that. And that's why we stand by prevention. That it's not calling for a rise, it's not calling for a militia, but it's saying, listen, if you ever have to defend yourself and your constitutional freedom and your right to bear arms, it's an honor for us to be able to supply that. So passion, protection, prevention, and the logo, sometimes it's a little small, but that's the 3 words below our logo. Those 3 key principles are really ingrained into our company. So between the 3 Ps and the Elah, I believe that all firearm companies pretty much sell mostly the same stuff. You could buy a SIG from me, the same one that you could buy from another store up the street. It's the same product that we all sell. And I don't know that I'm competing against their what, because we all provide the same what. I believe that at the end of the day, as a company, I'm competing against their why. And that is the why that I show up and do what I do. Those are the key principles that make me want to continue to reach out, to continue to grow and scale the business. It's really to make sure that I'm fueling your passion. It's making sure that you have the protection that you need for you and your family. It's making sure that we prevent, the overthrow of the people. Really standing strong in the Second Amendment. Going back to Elah in the Bible, Elah, the Valley of Elah was where David fought Goliath, and it's just those principles of the underdog. No matter what Goliath would find itself at your doorstep, I pray that we were able to be partnered with you to make sure that you're able to take down that Goliath, whether it be foreign or domestic. So that's a little bit about us. I would love to do a follow-up video just for everybody. There's a lot of promises that we make on the website, a lot of promises that we stand by. Again, we love accountability, hold us accountable. We love to hear back from all the customers that we sell stuff to. And if you would, I would love for you guys to check out our About Us page. I'll put the link to the page on our website in the description below. If you have a moment, there's a lot there. It really kind of unpacks all those key principles. That's just kind of like the fast food version of it. But if you want to know more, please check us out. Please look around a little bit and just know that as the free people, we stand with you. We love what we do, and we're grateful for each and every customer. So thank you guys so much. God bless.